Man, come on, you already know MMOEXP, the best coin website to get your FC26 coins. Get a huge jump start to your teams. I'm talking Mbappe's, I'm talking some of the best cards in the game, man. META, that's code META for the best cheapest coins. Check first link in description. Also, 8% off, god damn. What's popping, boys and girls, man? We are back with another video now. The game is out, I think, for everyone. Correct me if I'm wrong, I'm not entirely too sure, 25th or 26th of, obviously, September. But I do know that majority of people do have the game, and I feel like not a lot of people have that much coins, so I feel like it's only right to still do like these cheap videos, you know. And so I'm doing the best plays in each position, which I normally do, but the thing is, this time I limited to five, or you could say under 10 cards in each respective position, alongside under 50k, because I feel like, as I said, not a lot of people have enough, you know, coins. And I also, like, there's no point to be spending so much right now, in my personal opinion at least. There's some very, very OP cards that you can still get, obviously, given the fact that, you know, there's no promos out and stuff. So let's jump into it though. The very first one's going to be goalkeepers. Now, when it comes to a goalkeeper, right, I feel like this year, having the higher rated goalkeepers is actually playing a good role right there. You'll get a couple of cheap cards that do their roles, but I think it all stems down to, we all thought about it. It's height, playstyles, you know, like Cobble, for instance, 5k firstly. Rush Out Plus, bro. Nobody has Playstyle Plus for his price. Rush Out Plus is very OP as well. Deflector Plus is very nice, but he doesn't have it. He has the base. I think Playstyles, you know, the more the merrier. But also, if they have the plus, it's better. Just make, you know, the taller the better, I always say. Reflexes has to be good as well. I feel like ter Stegen's very good. This guy, Mamadashvili, a lot of people love, currently speaking, and I've heard a couple of good things from him. It doesn't really have the best playstyles, but I mean, hey, the card in-game is good. So you have to look at how they play in-game as well, which, you know, all stems down to that primarily. Let's be honest, you know, you don't have to look at stats and stuff. And I always say it, like, but I feel like this year, looking at like playstyles and like roles is much more important than actual stats. I know it sounds funny. You could have someone like Nkunku with low pace, for instance, that will actually perform better than other cams because he has like 5-star skills. He's got a couple of, you know, the playstyles, you know, it just all stems down to that. But jump over to the center backs though. We'll move swiftly on from goalkeepers because, hey, goalkeepers, man, it's all subjective, and at the end of the day, like, it's completely dependent on how you play in terms of like maneuvering the goalkeeper, rushing them out yourself. So that's all on you, if that makes sense. But yeah, I definitely think Cobble's the best for value. Jumping over to the center backs though, we've got a couple of center backs you'll see underneath. But first, let me just say, Konate, bro. He is an absolute beast. Bruiser base. Now, what Bruiser base does, right, if you're using advanced defending, it basically differentiates between the tackle types. So if you're obviously holding in A, this guy will shrug players off the ball, especially with Bruiser. So you have to obviously X on PlayStation. But the thing with this guy is he has such a huge physical presence in game that you don't even need to look at pace and stuff, bro. Like, it's literally like Van Dijk. As I said, look at the play styles and how they perform in game in terms of animations and stuff. Like 77 pace, it might seem a little bit slow for some, like especially pros or something, but if you use this card, you'll know how good he is. Yeah, I've used him and I actually won a couple of tournament games, knockouts, you know. I think I'm in Div 4 now with him. You know, 85 reactions is very good in this start of the game, so very nice card. If you want a cheaper version of him though, go over to the main man Bassi. Ladies and gentlemen, let me introduce you to this guy right here. Calvin Bassi, bro. What a beast, man. 1,000 coins for him. What I like about him is he has Defender Plus, which basically heightens that role. You know, if you have the plus or plus, it's like world class in that position. But 86 sprint speed, bro. 77 reactions. It's okay. I'll be honest. The stats doesn't look all that great. Physical stats is nice. But what I like about this type of card, bro, is the physical presence. And also, he's not expensive, man. He's 1,000 coins. So if you don't have money for the main man, Konate, get in Bassi. Trust me, beast. Bassi and Konate, they're the real goats, bro. Kalulu, we've got Vardial. There's very nice cards. I think we can all agree is good. You know, Sanchez, Tomori. These are cards you verse, cards that you've either used in the start of the game. But yeah, I must say though, the best, cheapest one probably gonna be between Bassi, Tomori, and maybe even Upamecano. I like those three, bro. Very nice cards. And then obviously these guys are here for a reason. You know, Hincapi, we all know he's going to be great. Slide tackle plus. Now, one thing I noticed about defending is the jockey animations isn't that great. So having someone at the jockey base is always ideal. So someone like Kunde, but he's a little bit expensive. So yeah, look out for those cards in the future, because having someone with a jockey or jockey plus essentially heightens how fast they maneuver themselves to project tackles, if that makes sense. But yeah, very nice center back list right there. Let's move on to the fullbacks. Now, when it comes to fullbacks under 50k, I don't think you need to be spending too much on fullbacks. Like, I'll be honest, I'll tell you right now, I've got Jet Spence and I've got Dodo in fullbacks, and I'm absolutely cooking. I think it's because their pace. Now, when it comes to having above 70 defense, I think that's decent. I feel like for me, the most important one was the pace, because obviously catching up to attackers, you know. Also, physical presence plays a huge role. Also, having a nice balance. So, like someone like Jet Spence, right, that's a little bit taller, that in my opinion has the physical presence, is a nice, you know, distributor. I think that's how you said, to the physical, you know, presence for fullback, and then you can have someone that's smaller on the other side that's much more nimble. That could be that guy that goes up the field, you know. But yeah, it's all about balance at the end of the day. But this guy, man, for 900 coins, you see, I'm giving you guys some decent options here, man. Not just expensive. We are jumping over to this man ball. They're probably the steal of the day instantly, bro. Jockey animation, and he's got anticipate. Do you know how insane that is? For someone that has that pace as well, if this guy gets one evo, by the way, he did get an evo, but it ups his passing +1. Like, that's, yeah. Shout out to them, you know, slowing down the power curve, fair enough. But overall, man, 80 reactions, it seems a bit low, but in-game, man, it's all about the in-game. The way he plays in-game is solid. The way he runs with that ball. Bacha, we got Raum, that just came out as well, 30,000 coins. Hey, this card is looking like a nice option for Bundesliga, man. There wasn't much options, I think, apart from Davies, but now we obviously got David Raum right there from Inform. Obviously, Leipzig, very, very nice card. Let's jump over to the other one. We got left back Kerkez. Frimpong, a little bit low on the defense because it's at that stage of the game, you know. It's about the way they play in game. Trust me, please. Like, even for James, right? People will be like, Mike, he has low pace. This man, I can't argue enough how much times this man has run past my fullbacks as like a flanker, you know, someone that just runs on the right. And for some reason, I always think it's the other James, bro. The sister right there, the Lauren James. But yeah, 40,000 coins. It might seem a little bit excessive, but I feel he can get evos in the future. It's a good investment. So get this guy in your team. And not only that, he has a very nice plethora of like stats to be meta, you know, play styles, roles. So yeah, let's jump over to the actual players as well underneath. As I said, Dodo, man, very nice card. A little bit biased because I'm using him, but he's nice. We got Udogi. Mendy, no longer as meta as used to be, man. Lower pace now, still a very nice card in game. He will still F, bro. Trust me, Mendy is still that guy. Olga Kamona, very cheap, small, nimble, sometimes a little bit too small, but decent card. We got Ruggeri that just came out in that like squad foundation player pick. You can choose between like Endo, Ruggeri. I think it's Coop minus as well. Forgot the other ones. Ruggeri is a good option for some because he can get evos in the future. Not only that, decent card in terms of actual stats. Not bad, man. We got Davies as well. Nice card. But yeah, tell me who's your favorite fullback in the comments right there. Or just in general, who's your favorite card. Let's jump over to the midfielders. Now, I didn't want to really go too ham. I say this when I'm included so much card right there. But overall, man, when it comes to CMs, I feel like this is the heart of the team. You need to spend most of the coins at this slot right here. Due to the fact that they link the defense with attack with the defense, you know, like they are the heart of the team. You're going to see them most of the time off the ball, on the ball. So you want to get cards that essentially will make up ground and then meta, you know. So when it comes to like a CDM, right, you're looking at a very cheap option like Loftus-Cheek and Matcha right there. We got Rice. This man, oh, the epitome of someone that doesn't have 70 pace. This man is instantly much faster. I don't know what it is. In game, trust me, this card is one of the best CDMs, like ball winners in the game. Pretty much how he plays in real life, man. Shout out right there. Very nice card though. And then we obviously got Kante at CDM, bro. Kante has been meta since FIFA 17, since he had that reign with Leicester, even before that, you know, in Chelsea, bro. Like, nah, Kante is still him, bro. Intercept plus as well. If you don't know what that is, it's a heightened playstyle right there. That basically means he gets the ball every time, majority of the time. Very nice card. We got Joelinton that does everything pretty much. Very cheap as well, under 2k. Used to be like 7, 8k. Tell me who's your favorite cheap midfielder, but when it comes to like a midfielder, right, you want to know what you're going to use. Like when it comes to like a midfielder, if you're using like a 4-2-1-3, right, with the two CMs, having someone like a Gioro accompanied with someone like a Rice is absolutely perfect because you got a taller, more what's the word, like physical player, and then you got a more dynamic Giora, someone that can transition, that's a little bit more maneuverable. She feels a little bit lighter, like none lanky. So yeah, you want to look for those type of like balanced type of midfielders. But there's also some other cards here. Oh no, these are the cams. Apologies right there. Very nice cams. This guy right here, Cole, man, like Cole Palmer, man. Shout out to my one friend, he loves Cole Palmer. But hey, 87 though, 48,000 coins, bro. I honestly think this is one of the best valued cards that's more expensive. Does that make sense? Like 88 reactions, he in game will be absolutely phenomenal. Don't even look at the pace, bro. Like, he is going to be really good. He also has the incisive. Now, if you don't know what that is, basically like one of the best passing playstyles, especially if you want to get like quick goals. So double tapping Y triangle on PlayStation when you like giving it to the striker. And then you obviously got game changer. And then we've got inventive plus, which if you don't know what that is, you can go into FUTBin, it will show you what it is. It basically is a mixture of like Trivela with flair, if that makes sense. So he's going to be a little bit flair. He can Trivela as well. He can pass with the Trivela. It's nice. It's a decent addition. You got Messi as well, which, hey, I've used him for at least 25 games, and he is incredible. The thing is, it's just trying to link him. That's the issue, man. But I do think if you have the Paul, he gets a full-on link because it's same nation, same club. But yeah, Xavi Simons as well. We got Naz, which I like. She's pretty much easy to get in objectives. Debinia. She has the inform now. I think the gold will go up in price because she's not packable, the gold. She's a very nice card, man. 91 dribbling, 86 passing, and Trickster plus. Now, if you don't know what Trickster does, trust me, get someone with Trickster. Start flicking that analog, man. Sounds crazy. But trust me, very, very nice playstyle, man. Let's jump over to the wingers, though. When it comes to wingers, I feel like, yeah, it's also free reign. I've went a little bit above the price range, like for Salma Paralluelo, you know, 61,000 coins. You also do want to actually spend more money on your wingers, especially if you're using them as like inside forwards, because they kind of like your strikers. You know, they're cutting inside and stuff, so you want to have them at least fast, pacey, if not that, decent shooting at least, and very nice dribbling. They need to be very free moving, you know, free flowing. You know, we also got like Adeyemis, you got Rashford's, Pulisic, Rodman. Dennis Rodman's insane with the quick step plus. Lauren James, bro. This card right here. Every time I verse her, every time she just absolutely maneuvers her way through. And the issue with her was before the stamina. Now you can actually increase stam. Hey now. You can increase stam. So if she's, you know, not doing really well in stamina department, you can always add a chem style to boost that, which I think she gets 81 maximum. Stamina increase, but it's a little bit weird adding a backbone to a winger. But if you want the stam increase, you're gonna have to, you know, pay the price, bro. Let's jump over to the actual cards underneath as well. That is very good value. All under 50k. These cards are just incredible when it comes to me versing them, firstly, hating them as well, secondly. But overall, man, in terms of meta, they are one of the best, you know, because when it comes to like the pace, the rolls, it's just all inclusive. We've got obviously Kelly as well. Yeah, she's very good. I think it's Hemp and Kelly that is a combined 15,000 coins. Correct me if I'm wrong, right? Or call it 10 plus, call it about 17, 18k. That is an incredible link. Trust me, insane. There's very nice card right there in that department of, I think it's NWSL, right? Or is it the Barclays? I think it's the same thing. But yeah, if you want to go down that route, very cheap, very nice, cheap meta cards. Wrighton as well is a very nice one. You can even go Hem Kelly, Wrighton, and it in like a 4-3-3 or 4-2-1-3. You know, be a rat, be meta, and then you can have all of them on a combined like 30k, and you got insane cards. Do you know what I mean? There's just very nice options in that league. But let's jump over to the last category. Is going to be strikers. Now, when it comes to strikers, right? You just want pace, bro. I'll be real. Every time I've versed, majority of the time I've played, I've versed guys that have slower cards like Kane and stuff. Yes, they're good, like Lewandowski. They're good at finishing and stuff, but they're not quite as potent as these cards. Dumone, now, I went 20k above. I can't lie. It's supposed to be under 50k. That's on me. But trust me, it's going to be the best over budget, you could say, 20,000 coins you'll spend. Because this card right here is incredible, man. She actually went up, then she went down in price. I think it's because her rating's not like too high that she's keeping a price, but goddamn, this card is insane. Get her in the team. If the only thing is trying to link her, but I think the best way you can is going someone like Diani or going someone like, who's that left back, Bombastor? which is a little bit expensive, like 120k, I can't lie. But you can even just put her on 1 chem. She's going to still be good, bro. Trust me, chem is overrated. Just play how you want to. Yeah. Ansu Fati, that just came out, 81 rated. 26,000 coins. I don't know why, but I feel like this card will go up in price. He's Forster. Not only that, he's, I think his rolls is a little bit sus, but 89 agility and 89 balance. This card is going to be good in-game, inevitably. Trust me. It reminds me of, like, if you know, Alessandrini. You know those cards in the start that had insane informs and they were so good. Yeah, Openda, 36k. Probably also steal of the day, straight up. Hate versing that Openda. He's so quick, bro. Probably one of the fastest cards in the game. But Marmoush, I think we can all agree, is just incredible. Very, very clinical. And I don't know why he's so cheap. He should be at least 100k. The stats look like Aguero stats, you know? So yeah, we got Colomwani, Rashford, Ramirez, Ekitike. You know, these cards that we all know is great, bro. Especially having played the game for a couple of times now. We know that these cards absolutely F, bro. But yeah, that's going to be the video, man. Tell me in the comments, boys, what's your favorite card right now? And you can also see in the popular page, like, most of them are trending, the cards that I just mentioned. You know, they're cheap. You don't need to be replacing them too much. So yeah, tell me who's your favorite card in the comments. Oh, another good one that I forgot to add is the main man Shirky, bro. Trickster plus, not only that, 88 dribbling. He maneuvers himself so nice in game. Did they update the images, right? I think they did. But yeah, Shirky is a nice cam. Definitely don't play him on the wing. He's too slow. But as a cam, yeah, he Fs, bro. Let's jump over to the end of the video. Hit that like, subscribe, boys. I will catch you in the next one. Sweet.